Hello everybody, my name is theSirhc and welcome back to another episode on the Decidedly Vanilla server. I'm just taking this here villager with me from this village by the mesa. We're gonna take him back to Sea Haven so that he can be our shopkeeper at the Dyenasium, our dye shop there. So I think we have quite a bit of a journey ahead of us, maybe like 2,000 blocks or so off in that direction. I'm hoping this water goes all the way. I think it's mostly ocean to the east of Sea Haven, so we should be good. And it was pretty easy sailing. We got this guy here to Sea Haven, so now to try and get him into the actual shop. Got some minecarts here set up. I will need to pick these up because I don't have enough to go all the way. There we go. Grab all of these. And then, is this gonna be enough? Probably not, to bring them all the way in. Oh, so close. Alright, let's grab these as well. Push you on forward. And keep going. Just keep going. And we need you to go right into there. Let's just kind of nudge you over to the minecart. There you go. Let's see. Should have one of those in my inventory. Let's get rid of that. Put that there. And finally, oh, that's not what I wanted. There we go. All right. I do want to fix that down there, which is going to be difficult. We'll do that. And then put that back. Fantastic. Get out of here. Oh, so smooth. It's almost like I'm a professional at this game. Honestly, that was probably the smoothest villager transport I've ever done. Very good. Although it helps to prepare. I'm not sure how much. There was some wood here, and I'm not sure if it was supposed to be here. I'm not sure how much I actually put down. But there we go. We have our villager in. Oh, I got a recipe for melon seeds, apparently. I got our villager in here. Let's put the door back. The door was facing that way. And our pressure plate. And then we have one last thing to do. We need to name this guy. We're going to name him Akbar, which is one of the names from the dye traders in Terraria. So we got Akbar here. He does have a pretty bad rotten flesh trade. I think this is the worst. I think the best is like 36, so it's not like there's a huge difference. But he does have the best lapis trade, which is only 2. So it's still, it's not great, but 2 lapis is 2 lapis, I suppose. And now we're out in the Nether. I just got the achievement, a terrible fortress. So I want to get some blaze rods. There's a blaze over there. I think I saw a spawner down here somewhere, and then there's one there as well. But I also want to take out these guys. They don't seem interested in me. Now they are. We got blaze coming up. Ow! Ooh, that not good. Not good. Ooh, not good. All right, this is very not good. Withered and on fire. Let's make sure that we eat. And that guy's kind of too far away now, so let's just leave him alone. Could have sworn I saw a spawner somewhere around here, but maybe not. Is there one there? It looks like it. All right, let's head up there, see if we can get some blaze rods. I really only need one. I want to make an ender chest. So we only need the one. Ow! Ooh, I didn't realize he could get me from there. Or that he was going to get me. Ow! Ooh, there's fire everywhere. I'm not doing well. It would be nice to get some potions brewing as well. So we might want to get a few of these. Into fire. Fantastic. New recipe and an advancement made. Very nice. Come on, give it to me. No, not that. Ouch. Not that either. Dang it. Is there any other wither skeletons around here? Ooh, there is a couple more. Okay. I should eat, but also I need to worry about these guys. Are you, one of you, you're gonna be the lucky one. And, nope. Ah, dang it. Anybody else around here? Nope, looks like that's it. All right, I think we'll head out of here. I do have 7 blaze rods, which, ooh, with the dynamic lighting, they actually light up the place. That's kind of neat. Blaze rods is what I came here for, and we have enough for now. I also found some chests, so we got some saddles and horse armor. Got some nether wart, so we can start doing some potion brewing. I was hoping to get a wither skeleton skull, get lucky with that, but that's fine. We can always come back later and try for those. And we now have an ender chest here in the shop so people can access their goods and their diamonds. Also, I did decide to put a payment chest here. This gets pulled down and into the basement. That way I can just check one chest to see if anyone is buying our dyes. But that's the shop. It's pretty good now. I mean, it was already open, but now it's really ready for business. Today we're gonna go start on a new project. We're gonna head into the ravine where we checked out all of those spawners in the last episode. So I came down here and did a bunch of lighting up in this ravine, went along the ledges, torched them up. Place is a lot safer, and while doing that, I found something special. Right up this way, we have another spawner. Sadly, it is another zombie spawner. Would have much rather had a skeleton, but zombie is alright. Zombie will work. And I also figured out that we can activate all 4 of these spawners from these 4 moss stone. It's just this little area, and we can have a nice quadruple spawner setup, which is fantastic. I'm pretty excited about that. The main challenge is going to be carrying all the mobs. We're gonna have to collect them all like right here, so we can stay inside the AFK area while we kill the mobs. So that should be pretty interesting. And as you can see, there's a bunch of concrete. I've already like prepped these spawners and placed down a bunch of concrete. We're gonna keep the design pretty simple, and I'm also kind of color coding the spawners. So for skeletons, we have the white concrete, and for the zombies, we have green for those 2, and then lime green for that one. And I also want to utilize some glass. Since we have this nice open area underground here, it'd be nice to be able to see the spawners and the mobs moving through the tubes, the channels, to get to the collection area. So the actual spawners are going to be made out of concrete so we can keep them dark, but everything outside of that, I think I want to use mostly glass, as well as like for the AFK room, I want to use a lot of glass so you can see, you can just see everything working. I think that makes it a lot more interesting. Also, if you remember, there is a spider spawner off this way, and we are going to utilize this as well. So we're making that out of the cyan concrete, and I figured out that if we stand within this area, we can activate both the spider spawner and the skeleton spawner over there. So the plan is we're going to make it so you can divert the skeletons either to this AFK area or over to this one. There will be a button at each spot, and if you push it, it will make the skeletons come to you, basically. So you'll have 2 choices. If you want XP, you're going to want to stand here so you can get the 3 zombie spawners and the skeleton spawner. But if you're looking for items, standing over here might be a little bit better, because then you can get the bones, as well as string and spider eyes, which might be a little bit useful to you. A little bit more useful, at least, than the rotten flesh. So you'll have some options in here, which is pretty exciting. But I think I've pretty much run through my supply of gravel, making all this concrete. And I'm gonna need a bunch more sand as well. So I need to go out and collect a bunch of that. It'd be nice to get some better tools as well, since I have 2 shovels. This one has Fortune 3, the other one has Fortune 2. That's not gonna help me get gravel. Also, it'd be nice to get an Aqua Affinity helmet so I can get a bunch of gravel from under the ocean, on the ocean floor. I do have some levels. We'll have to see what we can do about that. Well, I enchanted another shovel, and I ended up getting Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 4, Fortune 3. Another Fortune shovel. The worst part is I've actually broken my Fortune 3 pickaxe on accident. So that would have been a great enchant for the pickaxe. It just told me that it would be on breaking 3. So what we're going to do is, I was looking in here and I actually have a Silk Touch book I found in a chest. And I'm fairly certain you can't put the book on there, which stinks. You can't just override the fortune. What we can do though is we can put the Silk Touch on a shovel. I'm pretty sure that's, yeah, you can't go that way. It's like that. And then we can override the fortune that way. No, it won't let you do that. Okay, I can do it. I just had to switch the order. I guess because if you're doing this way, it's basically like adding a Silk Touch book to your shovel, whereas if you're doing this way, then you're adding the efficiency 4 and unbreaking 3 to this shovel, and then it just ignores the fortune. So there we go. We have our Silk Touch efficiency 4 unbreaking 3 shovel, and I can go get a bunch of gravel. I also went and made some water breathing potions so we can stay underwater for a while. Well, this took a bit of figuring out and a lot of concrete and glass, but I think I have it all set up. I got the tubes that are going to carry our mobs all put in place. So we got the green spawner down there. Those mobs are going to get carried up this tube and over, dropped into this little collection pit. And then we have the green spawner kind of hidden away back here. Right back there. Those are gonna get carried off this way a little bit and then raised up right here and brought over, dropped right in there. And then we have the lime green spawner. Those mobs just come straight out, up, and dropped in. And then the skeleton spawner is down there, and those get carried up into that tube, and then they either come this way or you can have them get sent to the other little AFK chamber. And the way I'm going to do that is pretty simple. All you need to do is I'll have pistons either behind, well, I have pistons behind those blocks and those blocks. So you could have those extended, and a water source will be here, so that will push the mobs this way when they swim up. Or you'll have these extended, and then the water source will push the mobs that way. So that should work pretty well, pretty fine. And then all of the mobs end up right in here, and this is where we'll have the killing mechanism for this AFK spot. Then I also have the other AFK spot set up as well, so this is the other skeleton drop right there, and then the spiders are going to get pushed up into this spot, and that's where we will kill those. So very nice. The last thing I need to do to get this thing running is to get all the water and signs in place, which is going to take a while. It's going to take a lot of back and forth grabbing water buckets. I'll probably have to go make a bunch more buckets, but hopefully I can get that going. And then I want to get the killing mechanism done today as well, so we can get this thing running. We're not going to finish it up today because there's still a lot of redstone that I'd like to do. I want to be able to turn on and off all of these spawners, as well as that skeleton spawner. We need to be able to divert the skeletons to this AFK chamber or to that one. Yes, it's working. It's working. So we're getting a nice steady flow of mobs into our collection area, and it is quite fantastic. So let's murder these guys real quick. So everything's working all right. All the spawners seem to be activating. Mobs are coming in here. The killing mechanism works. This is the same killing mechanism that Pixel Riffs is using on his triple zombie spawner. I thought it was just a really awesome idea. I don't know who he got it from, but it works really well. It just puts a slab into the mob's head and dispenses lava above them with a solid block above that. So when you hit the mobs, they get knocked up into the lava. They try swimming up, stay in there, and burn to death. The block keeps them from swimming up any higher, and also from any new mobs from coming in while you're killing them. And since you're the one who knocks them into the lava, you get XP for it, which is fantastic. And the way I have this set up is there is redstone under there from the pressure plate. And then we have this thing here, which triggers this very quickly whenever the power turns on and turns off. So if we turn it on, you can see a little flash there. Turn it off, you can see the piston sort of flicker. It's very, very quick when you turn it off, but it does flash. So turn on and turn off. Yeah, it's hard to see, but it does happen. It does trigger. So it gives a 1-tick pulse to these pistons, which means it either pushes the block out and leaves it there, or pulls it back, and then it also dispenses or picks up the lava. So that is fantastic. One thing I need to work out though, and I might need to redo a lot of this to fix it, is this pressure plate. I want it on this block right there. But when I have it there, it powers these hoppers, and so the hoppers don't pick up items, and you end up with a lot of items in your inventory. So I might move this killing chamber back 1 block, which it's going to be a lot of work just to do that. A lot of redoing of some of these, especially that skeleton one. That tube I'll have to redo a lot of. But I think it'll be worth it since we only have these 4 blocks where we can activate all 4 spawners. Like I don't want it like this where you basically have 2 blocks to stand and then the pressure plate on the 3rd block, and there's really no reason to go to this 4th block. It just gets a little too cramped. So I might move that back 1 block. Also, we aren't getting any baby zombies here. I am murdering them before they get here. Like back here, this big chunk here, there's some lava basically. I wonder if there's any easy place to see that. Probably not. Maybe if we head up here. Head like in here. Let's go right there. So, yeah, right there. That works perfectly. Hi. Oh, we don't want to get knocked in here though. This is not a good situation. Let's just murder some of these guys. So yeah, there's lava at the bottoms of these water elevators, and each spawner has one of these and a little sign keeping it back. So the baby zombies, they're only 1 tall, so they usually can't, well, they can't swim up all the way. If they swim up at all, they'll just be stuck in here. And eventually they'll just kind of get pushed into that lava. So let's not die here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, just let's get out of there. All right, we're fine. Everything is fine. So that's how I'm dealing with the baby zombies, and it's working all right. So obviously this thing isn't anywhere near done yet. It's still a lot of work to do. For one thing, we need a better storage system than just a couple of chests, especially since that one's almost full. An item sorter would be really nice as well. We also need enchanting down here, and we need to make it look pretty and a little bit easier to navigate. Also, I want to add in some controls for all of these spawners to be able to turn them on and off, so we'll have to set up a control system, as well as for the skeleton diverter up there that sends the skeletons over to here or over to this other AFK spot. I also haven't done anything over here yet, so we need to add the killing chamber for the spiders and for the skeletons over there as well. Plus we'll need to add a storage system over here and enchantment setup. Unless I just do 1 storage system, that'd be a lot of hoppers to kind of span that space. I could just do 1 enchantment setup. That wouldn't be too bad if I just put it like right here. So those are some things that we'll need to work on. Next episode, I think we'll focus on the redstone, getting everything hooked up, as well as getting this AFK spot working with the spiders and the skeletons. Get that all hooked up and running. But anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed another episode on the Decidedly Vanilla server. We'll see you next time. Goodbye, peoples.